Hello, middle one. Today we're going to continue our poem, which is the daffodils. Let me remind you of what we said last time. We said that the poem is about golden yellow flowers. The poet was walking alone, walking without any direction. He was just roaming, when suddenly he saw a large number of daffodils. They were moving gently with the wind as if they were dancing. He compares these flowers to the stars in their large number. So he says they were continuous as the stars that shine in the sky, they and twinkle on the Milky Way. Okay, now let's continue with stanza number 3. Let's read first as we did last time and explain the new words and then paraphrase and find the figures of speech. The third stanza. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could be but gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Here, let me focus on some words and then paraphrase. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid, means they were more, they sparkled more than the waves in glee. Glee means happiness. Glee means happiness. A poet could be but gay, and gay means here happy. In such a jocund company, so here we have many words that refer to happiness. This means how these flowers benefited the poet. They made him happy. So he used many words that describe his happiness. He said they were sparkling in glee. The poet could be but gay in such a jocund company, happy company. I gazed and gazed. Gaze means to look. Look carefully. He looked and looked, but little thought. He didn't think of anything. He was just thinking of the beauty of these flowers. What wealth, what happiness the show to me had brought. So this scene, the scene of the flowers, they were beautiful. They made him happy. He couldn't think of anything except looking at these beautiful flowers. So here in the paraphrase, the poet says that the waves in the pond near the daffodils danced too. They were dancing, they were shining, but the daffodils' dance was more beautiful. Their happiness made him happy too. Okay, so of course the flowers cannot be happy, but their movement, their beauty made him happy. The figures of speech, the waves beside them danced. Okay, now I'll ask you a question. Do flowers dance? Do waves dance? Of course not. So when he says the waves beside them danced, this is a personification. And let me remind you for the second time. The word personification is when you give the characteristics, the qualities of people or a human to something that's inhumane. Okay? So here he compares the flowers or the waves to women who are dancing. So again, the waves beside them danced, it's a personification. So the third stanza, the poet says that the daffodils danced, but their dance was more beautiful than the dance of the waves. Their happiness made him happy too. Now let's go to the last stanza, the fourth stanza. For often, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. So here in the last scene, the poet is not in front of the daffodils anymore. And this scene is at home. So he says, when he is lying on his couch, when he is lying on the sofa at home, in vacant or in pensive mood, worried or just thinking of anything, when he remembers the scene of the daffodils, he feels happy and his heart is filled with happiness and dances with the daffodils. The word solitude means loneliness. The word solitude means loneliness. So he says, when I feel, vacant means doing nothing. Pensive means thinking of anything. So when he is worried, when he is anxious, or even when he is thinking of anything, when he remembers the scene of the daffodils, he becomes happy, he forgets any other thing and just think of the daffodils. The paraphrase. The poet says, when he sometimes lies at home thinking or feeling unhappy, he remembers this splendid, this wonderful scene, and then his heart is full of happiness and the dance